What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So look, man, before I get going on the video, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. And follow me on Twitter, man, at KO Boxing 86 TV. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction video you want me to do for you, Knockout Boxing 86 at yahoo.com is the email address. Also, live shows every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time with the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. Listen, Errol Spence is about to fight Yordenis Ugas. And you got a lot of pundits, you got a lot of boxing fans, a lot of people on boxing Twitter, a lot of different YouTube channels that's all worried about Errol Spence's eye. Everybody talking about Errol Spence's eye. Specifically, we'll go with Tim Bradley quotes, but this is a message to not only Tim Bradley, to everybody. Everybody that's worried about his eye, everybody that's talking like his eye done fell out his head, man. We gonna talk about it in this video. So check this out, man. This is what Tim Bradley talking about. Tim Bradley says, my only concern in his fight with Ugas is Errol Spence's eye. You gotta understand, you can have no hands and no feet, but you have to have eyes to see inside the ring. So if you ain't got no feet and you ain't got no hands, how the hell you gonna box? Like, he already saying stuff that don't make no sense to me. Like, if you ain't got no hands, how can you put on gloves? Like, bro, Tim Bradley be tripping all the time. He says, and when one of your lenses is messed up, you got to understand that tells your brain what you're seeing. Your eyes are telling your brain what you're seeing. So I think with Spence, I'm worried about his eye. It's not going to be 100%. Once you get surgery on something, it's never the same. It's different. Going into the Spence-Ugas collision, I worry about coordination, how Spence is feeling, and how he's seeing. All these things are affected by his vision, so I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Spence will come up on top, but I think it's a challenging fight for him in that sense. Stylistically, I think his style favors Ugas. So, Errol Spence's eye. I don't know if it's wishful thinking by Tim Bradley, who rarely has anything positive to say about Errol Spence, which is cool. Terrence Crawford is his guy. But is Terrence Crawford really his guy? Because Tim Bradley kind of threw him under the bus with this Bob Arum lawsuit shit. I guess you can't bite the hand that feeds you if you Tim Bradley. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. But with friends like Tim Bradley, I don't even know if I want friends, to be honest with you. Like, I think Terrence Crawford might need to get that boy the stiff arm on that shit. But worrying about Errol Spence's eye, like, I don't get it. I don't get it, and I'm gonna maintain to it. All of this shit about injuries, like, we just dropped the Gary Russell Jr. video. We had this come up when people were showing pictures and conspiracy theories about Yordenis Ugas's biceps. Listen, if you step in that ring and you pass all the checkups that they do, like, I don't know if people don't understand. A lot of casual fans and maybe some diehard boxing fans as well, behind the scenes, like, they have doctors that come to these fighters' camps leading up to a fight. They have to do checkups on them. They have checkups all the way leading up to fight week, and then fight week they have a final checkup to see, you know, by these commissioned doctors to make sure that they can put on a fight. Because if somebody is allowed to fight in a fight that they shouldn't be, like maybe they had an injury that the commission should have caught, if something happens to that fighter, man, the commission liable. So they go through all these checkups and shit. So I'm sorry, like, y'all can tell me what you want to tell me about an eye injury and all that shit. And I'm a huge Errol Spence fan, but you won't hear me come on here and make no eye injury excuse whatsoever if he going there against Yordenis Ugas or Terrence Crawford, or if he move up to 154 for whatever career. If you pass the exam, all bets are off. The results count. I ain't trying to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit about Manny Pacquiao's shoulder against Floyd Mayweather. I don't want to hear shit about Vasily Lomachenko's shoulder against Teofimo Lopez. I don't want to hear shit about Teofimo Lopez's lungs and none of that shit against George Kambosos. I don't want to hear none of that shit, because if it really was going down like that and you went into the fight hampered like that, why you ain't suing the commission that allowed your ass to fight if you really shouldn't have been allowed to fight? If you didn't feel like you was good enough to win the fight, why did you step in the ring? Why didn't you postpone the fight or cancel the fight or anything like that? I'm not trying to hear the shit. Furthermore, not only do they pass checkups and all that shit before they leave, before they go into the fight, Errol Spence had his surgery in 2021. He ain't the first fighter to have this injury. The fighter of note that I point to, and I'm going to keep pointing to so you guys can go do your research and understand why my stance is the way it is, I'm going to keep pointing to Sugar Ray Leonard, who had the same injury. He had his injury in the early 1980s, bro. He had his injury in the early 1980s, so about 35 to 40 years ago, that's when he got hurt. He had surgery, right? He came back, and he fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler and beat him and resumed his career. He was able to see just fine. His coordination wasn't messed up. And so, hey, man, what we talking about? Errol Spence had the same injury and had surgery on it 35 to 40 years later. Let me ask y'all something. 35 to 40 years ago, we have Netflix and Hulu and Paramount Plus and Amazon Fire Sticks and cell phones and iPhones and Android phones and laptops. We had none of that shit 35, 40 years ago. I don't believe did they have the internet 35, 40 years ago? Hell no, they ain't had the internet, bro. Right? So we make all these advancements. And you trying to tell me that 35, 40 years later that the exact same injury is as bad for a boxing career as it was in the 80s? You trying to tell me that the medical advancements, that Spence surgery wasn't better than Sugar Ray Leonard surgery, that Spence can't bounce back even faster or better or be the same fighter? When I seen a fighter come back from the same injury back in the 80s and shit, that's what you trying to get me to believe? I'm not trying to hear that shit. Look, he the same fighter. He gonna be okay, right? And even if he not okay, it ain't because of the injuries, because he ran into a better opponent that was a better man on that night. And you know what's crazy? To me, Errol Spence such a dog. To me, Errol Spence such a warrior in that ring. I don't even believe you gonna hear him make excuses for the eye. And you haven't heard him make excuses for the eye. He could have took a tune up. He could have said, look, man, I just came off an eye injury. I don't care what y'all talking about. I'm finna take a tune-up fight. I'm finna take a tune-up fight. Make sure the eye good. All of that shit. He ain't do that shit. He fighting another champion, bro. He fighting another champion coming off the best performance of that champion's career. So if he ain't making no excuses for his eye, if he ain't worried about his eye, why the hell are you as a boxing fan? Why are you worried about the shit? Why are you saying shit like, oh, he ain't gonna be the same if you Tim Bradley and people that are thinking like him, oh, that eye is just damaged goods. I don't think it's gonna be the same. He, you know, it's horrible. Like I don't know. We won't never see the same Errol Spence Jr. again. All right, cool. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. Mine's just different. Because I don't believe in excuses and shit like that. I believe that you follow you follow what that athlete is doing. And if the athlete ain't making excuses, as a fan, you don't make excuses. If the athlete is coming back and the doctor say he good, if the doctor say he good, who are we as boxing fans be like, nah, I don't think he good. I don't think he good. Like, he had to go to a specialist and shit. He had to get cleared to start back training. He had to go to a person that spent their whole life. I want y'all to understand this. It was a doctor. I don't even know the doctor's name. But the person that cleared him to fight and spar and shit again and train, that person, I don't know what you've been doing your whole life, but that person spent their whole life. They went to medical school. They did all that shit to study people's eyes and shit. To study their eyes, do surgery on their eyes, and make sure they help people have good eyes for a living. That's what they do for a living. That's their life work. I think they know more about his eye than you. They know more about his eye than me. And they say he okay. They say that he can train and he can fight, and it's not going to affect him. It's not going to be a problem whatsoever. So why the hell are boxing fans trying to make excuses for this, man? We don't do that over here. I don't know. Maybe it's a Dallas, Texas thing or something. But we ain't rocking like that. I ain't making no excuses for Errol Spence Jr. He get in that ring, and Eudenis Ugas put paws on his ass, then he just put paws on his ass. It ain't because of his eye. But I don't think that shit gonna happen. No, don't get it twisted. But no excuses, man. That man all right. Y'all stop worrying about his eye, man. He all right. He good. He good. He can't wait till April, and I can't wait either. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Is Errol Spence going to be the same? Is he going to be better? Is he going to be a lesser version of himself? Let me know in the comment section, man. Comment down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. And please go follow me on Twitter. At KOBoxing86TV is the Twitter handle. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do for you on our live prediction show, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. Live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. We discuss the hottest topics in boxing on that show. Live every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. We break down and we predict all the upcoming fights for that weekend. Live every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We recap all the fights from that weekend with KQKC Boxing Network, and we also discuss the upcoming news and everything big in boxing on that show as well. So y'all got to check us out on these live shows. They always lit. They always fun. I guarantee you that. But I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.